and I want to do this, and I want to take so much money for it so that I can go on and help others.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And we'll get you there.
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
I already see you shifting.
Good, thank you. And that's why I think for me it helps to have these 7 things you talked about today, because it helps me to think what can I take back, because I think that's a difficult thing to do.
Yeah. The difficult thing to do is to be able to, when people say they don't have the money or they offer you half price for what you have it for, is to be able to say, oh, it's okay. It's not for everybody. For the right person, when they see this, see, my art is more than just something I'm selling. I'm not selling a widget. I'm not selling a little thing like this. This is me. This is my expression. And if you don't see value in it, then you probably shouldn't buy it, even at half price.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
And being able to stand in that power, like it's $3,000. And if you don't have it or you don't want it, that's perfectly fine. Yeah. But if you have the intention and the why behind it, and if people know that, look, this is an expression of my soul. So when you offer me half price, it just doesn't feel good to me. So I'd rather keep it and sell to someone who really appreciates it. And then that way I can help other people. My mission in life is to express myself through my art and to help other people that need it. And you share it with them. And I understand if this doesn't fit in your budget. I do have this one or this other thing that would probably be more in your budget. And it's up to you. But this one it's priced at where it needs to be. And just speak the truth, whatever you're thinking inside. Like we talked about that, right? If you feel insulted, then say it. If that's how you feel, it's almost insulting. If you're thinking it, you say, this is where it comes from. This is, I get it if you don't have the money. Not everyone has the money. But the person that I'm looking for, like almost like they have to prove themselves to you. The person who I'm looking to sell this to, for the person I'm willing to let buy it, has to have the same type of vision, whatever you want to say. I don't know the words, but like has to see the beauty and the value in it. And it's okay if you don't. This just isn't for you. And now people want things they can't have. You tell them they can't have it, they want it more. If someone was being a real jerk to you or offering you really low on the consulting, instead of getting mad, you don't want to fight with people. You could say something like this. They say, you know what? It's okay. Not everyone can afford a piece of art like this. Nothing to be ashamed about. Right? And it's like, well, I can afford it. Great. Do you want to use Visa or MasterCard? Yeah. Right? Like, put up or shut up, buddy. Right? Like, that's it. Like, and when you can stand in your power like that, and you can let people, you can look them right in the eye and say, look, this is why I do what I do. It's an expression of my soul. And if you don't see value in it, it's okay. Don't buy it. But like, I'm not going to compromise. This is what I have. If you want something in a different price range, let me show you this and this. Don't ever negotiate with yourself, negotiate with other things. Maybe the picture's a little bit smaller. Maybe whatever it is, maybe you tell them there's a little mistake here. Like, tell them that, like, whatever it is. Yeah, this one is like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I wanted to do this, so this one I'll give you a discount on. You don't got to sell your soul. Your soul is expressing it. You don't want to prostitute yourself or your artwork just because someone doesn't have the money. Yeah. Most people negotiate out of sport, not because they don't have the money. They just want to see if they can get a deal. And when you don't budge and you say, it's okay. It doesn't look like you're going to qualify for this painting, or something like that. No, who says that? What artist says that? Yeah, you probably don't qualify for this painting.
And I mean, just take this. When you get the recording in the membership, go back and look at this section again, what Mike just said. Look at it a couple of times and just think about the framing and your positioning here. Who has the power in that situation? This was one of the most powerful things I've heard in a long, long time when it comes to selling. What we just talked about is fantastic. It's extremely powerful. And if you're just going to take one thing from these 6 weeks we're going to have together, this is one of my favorites so far. This was extremely good, guys.
Thanks, sir. Thanks, man. But yeah, this is my thing, like the sales side of things. I love it. And like, I have a connection with you being a musician, see the guitar in the background. And I believe in it. I believe in you. And I believe in your artwork, even though I haven't really seen it. Maybe in the picture above you, that's probably your artwork, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
It better be yours, for sure.
Yeah, they are mine. Yeah.
It's not about selling artwork. It's not about coaching. It's not about any of these things. It's all about you. Yeah. It's all about you embracing who you are, what you stand for, and what you tolerate in life. You don't get what your expectations. You get what you're willing to settle for. Mm-hmm. And that's a big lesson. You don't get what you want. You don't get what you expect. You get what the level that you're willing to settle for. And if you're willing to settle for chopping your painting off at half price, like, you got to remember that that's costing you way more than the money. Every time you do that, you take yourself down a level, like your I don't want to say your worthiness level or your self-worth, but it chops you down. And then it's like you get this needy vibe, and the next thing you know, that's all you start attracting is broke people. Mm-hmm. So you got to be careful about that. And there is power. And I know that in different cultures, it's hard to say things like this, but when someone's insulting you, if you're asking $3,000 and they offer you $1,000 or $500 or something ridiculous, like, I have no problem telling someone that it's nothing to be ashamed about. Not everyone can afford a piece of art like this. Maybe you should go down to, and then you just choose a local store that sells art. Like, I don't know what you have over there, but over here there's one place called Ross, or we used to have one, like some other market type of place that would just have like $50 to $100 pieces of artwork on a canvas that's not an original. It's all, you know what I mean? Like, it'll cost a couple $100. Like, if you want like that, like, go, like, in the United States, we have like a cheap store, like a dollar store, or we have like Walmart, which is a really cheap store. If they want that, tell them that's not what you do. Like, it's like, people don't go into a Mercedes dealership or a Lamborghini and say, I'll give you $10,000 less on the $300,000 car. They're going to laugh at you. They're going to be like, you shouldn't even be here, sir. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're asking for a discount on a Lamborghini, and that's what you are, you're the Lamborghini. You're not a Honda. You're not a Toyota. Toyota, yeah, go buy it. Like, you know what? You might want to go look at a Toyota if you want discounts. So keep that in mind. And I mean, this is like I think Joel said, if you get nothing from the training but this piece, and this ties into speaking your truth, this ties into the mindset thing, this ties into everything. Anyway, I'm rooting for you. I can't wait to hear you when you tell me, like, this person offered me this and I said this, and then what happened? And they got mad. And then what happened? They bought it. Okay, cool. Or they didn't buy it, but I don't care. I feel better. I didn't prostitute my artwork, right? That's like, that's a strong word. And I use that on purpose. I use that on purpose because that's what we end up doing when we start, just take it. Take this pencil, please. Oh, like, no. It looks like you don't need to write then. No big deal. You might want to just get some chalk. It's much cheaper. They give it up for free down the street. Free chalk right on the sidewalk.